Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And we are back with Back to Basics Part 3. In this video, we are going to do how to prep your nails. Prepare your nails for product application, whether that is nail polish or gel or acrylic, whatever the case may be, you have to prepare them first. As you can see, my nails get a lot of use. I change them constantly, so they're a little bit stressed out, and I have to make sure that I am preparing them gently. You don't want to go too hard. Now, I did just do a soak off, and so I have like some crusty bits in here. I'm going to use this buffer and this cuticle pusher. These are the only tools we're going to use today. Of course, you can use a nail drill, but not everybody has a nail drill, and you don't have to have one. It's nice, and you can do things more in depth or more easily, but it's definitely not required. So you definitely want to go around the edges and scrape all down the sides and then all around the back up against the cuticle, because that's where your crustaceans are going to gather and collect, and you want to make sure that you're getting that scooped up. Now, a lot of people think of the skin at the back of the nail as the cuticle, but in fact that is not the cuticle. The cuticle is like the dead white skin that scrapes up when you're pushing it back. So when you're doing it like this, you don't need to put pressure. Just gently scrape the nail plate and push that cuticle skin back so you have more nail estate. And then once you've applied your product and your proximal fold retracts and pulls back forward, it's going to be much closer to that product application, giving you a neater look. Now, it's important that you do get all of this debris up, because if you leave it there, it's going to cause your product to chip or peel or lift, and that's going to interfere with your longevity. So you definitely want to get that out of there. You don't want to be painting over it. If you have tough cuticles, difficult to remove, you can get cuticle remover. It's like a cream drop type product. You put it on there, let it sit for a minute, and it'll make it soft so you can scrape it up. I don't need that, and I don't usually grow a lot of cuticle because I do my nails so often it doesn't really have time to build up. But you still want to do this part at least, because when I take nails off, it does leave a lot of debris behind. And as you can see, going down both sides of the nail, going up against the back. I don't know what's going on with the light here, and that's kind of crazy. But yeah, definitely just make sure you're getting in there with that pushing, and then use the scrapey end to go around that edge and up under the edge as much as possible to get the crust out of there. So I am going to go ahead and do the rest of these nails in speed mode. So let's do that. Alright, and definitely don't forget to scrape underneath. You get a lot of dirt built up under there. There can be product built up under there, or your, I think that's the eponychium. I think that part can start to extend and grow out longer when you wear extensions, and so you just want to make sure that that is all cleaned up under there. And be gentle, because that skin is sensitive, so don't scrape too hard. Alright, so now that we've got that part done, we're going to go in with the buffer. You're going to want to give your nails a bit of texture and take the shine away. And the reason you're going to do that is because it's going to give your product a better chance of sticking. It gives it something to grip onto. Also, with a buffer like this, it is super gentle, so you can go across your skin in case you do have any like loose or skin dust that you want to get off of there. Just buff it right on off, and you're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to cut yourself. This is not like a nail file. It's super gentle and soft. And you don't want to be putting pressure on this either. Just gently go across that nail plate, go down the sides, go across the back. Make sure that you're getting all of the shiny bits off. Turn it in the light if you can see that it's still shiny. Go ahead and hit that with that buffer. That way you have a good surface to to apply your product. I do like to go around all of my skin because it gets a little busted and disgusted, especially after I've been using a nail drill, because you know those things, they can get a little wild. You don't have to use one though. You can do this the safe way. Some people cut their extra skin off, or like the edge of the cuticle stuff. I don't like to do that. It kind of freaks me out. It's kind of scary. So if I can't buff it off, I'm just keeping it. Plus, I don't really grow a lot of that extra skin there because I keep my nails done so frequently, I'm pretty sure. And really, the shape of my cuticle has improved since I've been keeping up with my nail care more often. It used to be less even on the sides. It kind of came more towards a point, which was not great and made nail tips not fit quite right. But with the pushing back regularly and keeping that cleaned up, it really has improved that shape and made it more even, more of a nice round back. And so that's another perk. Even if you're not painting your nails, it's good to just keep them in good repair. Okay, so we've got those buffed up. We can do a final inspection. If you see anything that needs a little bit more work, you can go back in and get that. Once you do have it and you're satisfied, then you can get a dusting brush. I prefer this one. It's stiffer, and so I feel like when you scrub that across the nails, it's really good at getting in those edges that crack and then up under that proximal fold to get that dust out of there. If you use like a soft blush brush type textured thing, like it'll get your dust off, but it's not really going to go in depth for you. Also, it's probably a good idea you just go ahead and wash your hands with soap and water once you complete this as well, just to, you know, further get off any remaining dust or product or dirt that's left over. It's going to dry your hands out though, so you're absolutely going to want to moisturize with either some cuticle oil or some lotion, something like that, once you're finished, but not right before you put on a new product, because oils and lotions and things like that can interfere with your adhesion. I see I had to go back and do a little bit more here. There was a little bit hanging on that didn't come off like I wanted it to, but no big deal. This is an easy thing to do, so it's totally fine if you just have to do a little bit more and then go back to your dusting, get that nice and cleaned up. So it's pretty decent. You would also want to file your nails down if they're too long at this point, but we're not doing that in this video. That's actually going to be the next Back to Basics video. So that's basically prep. Now if you're doing acrylics and gels after this, there are some additional prep steps, but that has to do with products. This is just the beginning. This is just to get you ready to start putting things on. You can go straight to polish from here if you would like, or you can do all the fancy stuff. But that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.